and welcome to my second episode of my question and answer video. Yes, it has been an extremely long time since I did my first one. I gotta turn off my TV actually. Damn. Alright, so again, it's been an extremely long time since I've done one of these, and let's just start with the question, shall we? Alright, so the first question is by Joseph Goodwin, and he asks, do you favor your storm over your death? This is a really hard question to answer because, as most of you know, my death wizard was the first one I actually created, and during that time I was like obsessed with her and death in particular, but because I have such a I have a really low attention span, which means I get really bored if I use the same character over and over and over again. I decided to make a storm, and Olivia, right here, as you can see, my storm is actually the second wizard I created. So I don't particularly think I favor my storm over my death more. I do like them both evenly, but I do play more on my storm than I do my death. But I still like them both, you know. They each have their own good qualities. So I guess that answers your question, I hope. Alright, so the next question is by the Mr. Black Ops Champ, and I'm assuming it's a guy, so he asks, what do you like to do on your free time? I like to do a lot of things on my free time, and I really hope this doesn't take very long to cover. But I don't have a lot of free time currently. I'm still in college, so I sometimes have free time, so I guess in my free time, I like to obviously make Wizard 101 videos, and Pirate 101 videos, and Minecraft videos. I also like to go out and hang with my friends, which is pretty much really all I do when I'm at school. There's really not much to do when you're at school. But I guess I like to watch TV and play video games, browse the net, play my Facebook games, those kind of things. I do love to read. I just actually got a Kindle Fire HD 7-inch for my birthday money. I got birthday money, so that's what I spent it on. Actually, it's over here somewhere. There it is. Ow, I just gave myself a paper cut. Ugh. Okay, well, let's just pretend that didn't happen, shall we? So this is my Kindle Fire cover thing here. It has Star Wars stickers on it because I love to read Star Wars books. But here's what it has on it now. Probably can't really see it very well. But basically what it is, it's just a tablet. I usually just read books on it, or you can browse the web if you have Wi-Fi. But I do love to read, and I do read my books on this. You know, there's a lot of stuff I like to do, but it just depends on what I feel like doing. Sometimes I actually go out and I play tennis, or run, or play frisbee, or bubbles, or something. I'm always doing something. And then, you know, when I'm not doing homework and stuff, sometimes I sleep because I'm tired almost all the time. But otherwise, that's pretty much what I do. I also like to play The Sims 3. I just got SimCity for my birthday too. I like playing Team Fortress, you know. Just kind of video games in general. I love doing video games, but yeah. Hope that answers your question. Alright, the next question is by the Storm Knight 14, and they ask, what is your favorite Wizard 101 school and spell? Really hard question, because as I've mentioned before, I do tend to favor my Storm, but I do like the other schools I have as well. But for each specific school, I feel like I have a spell for each of them that I really like. But for right now, I'm just going to go over my Storm. So, personally, my favorite school, obviously, is Storm. I don't really know why. Because, you know, they're really strong and everything. I think it's just because they're purple. It's probably just because they're purple. I love the purpleness. And then I guess my favorite spell for Storm is probably Levy. I absolutely love the Leviathan spell, right here. But, you know, I will eventually get Storm Owl, and I think I'll love that one even more than Levy, but for right now, I'm obsessed with Leviathan. And, you know, for death, probably my favorite is the new, what is that, Avenging Fossil or something? You know, my death is very far away from getting that, but I really love that spell too. And, you know, my other schools each have, to me, my own favorite spells from them. But I hope that answers your question now. So my favorite school is Storm, and my favorite spell is Leviathan. Okay, so the next question is by Laura Earthshield, and she asks, what is your favorite subject in school? I don't know if you mean basic school, like elementary, middle, high school, or if you mean college. So I'm just going to go through the generic 3 schools, and then I'll say what my favorite one is in college. So when I was in, let's see, elementary school, I don't remember what my favorite subject was. I think I really liked science in elementary school. I hated math. It was, they put me in this other class because I was a lower math area. I don't know how you say it. But I hated math. I think my favorite was either science or spelling. I was really good at spelling. I'm still really good at spelling. I'm good at sounding things out and figuring out how to say or how to spell them. So I think in elementary school was probably science and spelling, probably. When I hit middle school, I think I still like science. Again, you know, it was just like basic science. It wasn't like physical science or biology or something. But I think I also liked social studies. I had a really good social studies teacher through middle school. Different ones, obviously, but they were all really good, and I really enjoyed social studies. And I think I really liked health, too. I was a big health nut. Believe it or not, I wasn't as fat as I am now. I was actually really skinny, and I did a whole lot of exercise, and I played a lot of sports, and I don't know what happened. But I really liked health. And then in high school, I took this really cool criminal justice class that I really, really liked. It was a college level course, but they had it in our high school, and you can get college credits for it, and I really, really liked that class. Also, I really liked biology. Oh, and then I took an environmental science class, which dealt with the environment, obviously. I was a big science nut. I love science, which is probably why I'm in the sort of major I am in now. So, I'm trying to think if there's any other classes in high school that I liked. I was a TA for my Spanish teacher I had for about 2 years. I was his TA, and that was really fun. I hated Spanish, but he was a really cool guy, so I just TA'd for him. So I think that's pretty much it. Oh, I liked yoga. I took yoga. That was the best class ever because I had it at the end of the day. So for 6th period, on Fridays, we would go outside and we would sleep. If it wasn't raining, of course. If it was raining, we had to sleep inside. But we took naps on Fridays. Every Friday we took a nap, either outside or inside. It was awesome. And then you just did all the cool yoga poses and everything. It was really fun. Anyway, so that's high school. College, I loved astronomy. I took astronomy in my community college when I wasn't here yet. And that was so much fun. I loved that class. You walked in, and there was a giant, like, planetarium dome, and she would play these videos, and it would look like you're actually in space, and you're, like, going to Mars or something. It was the coolest thing ever. I got an A in that class. And then we had, like, star tests, and we had to memorize the stars in the sky, and now it's really cool because I'll look outside and be like, hey, that's Andromeda, hey, that's Cassiopeia, hey, that's... You know what I mean? It's fun. It's fun. I love astronomy. And then I found anthropology. And this is going to be a very broad broad class. But obviously I'm majoring in anthropology, and I absolutely love anthropology. Here actually is a, if you guys ever want to take anthropology, and you're going into college soon, or you're thinking about going into college soon, I really suggest taking an anthropology course. So this is the, I am actually taking, right now, a general anthropology course, which is kind of stupid because I'm graduating and I pretty much know everything I can about anthropology. But I thought this class would be pretty easy, and so this is the book they gave us: Human Evolution and Culture, Highlights of Anthropology. So it's a really easy book to read. So if you're ever going into anthropology, I suggest going into anthropology. It's really fun. And then also I'm minoring in museum studies, so I'm obsessed with museums and how they're run, and the education, and the collections, and the curating, and the exhibit designing, and all that's fun stuff. So, yeah. I hope that answered your question. That was kind of long, wasn't it? But I hope that answered your question. The next question is by Mike Brisk, and he asks, how do you write back to someone in Wizard 101 without going to your friends list and writing back? And what do you push or press to write back? I get this question a lot because of, I guess, people don't really know how to do this, and it took me a while to figure it out too. But when somebody whispers to you, so let's say Kayla whispers to me, so what I do is, I don't really know how to do this. Here, let's see if I can give a demonstration. I'm going to say hi to him. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go text chat. I'm going to say, I'm going to see if he writes back here. He should. Hopefully. There he goes. So he wrote, hey Courtney. So what you do after that is you press the letter R. So I just pressed R right now, and his name pops up back. And I'm going to say, what are you up to? And so that's basically how you do. You just press the letter R after they send something back. So when Brennan, I'm sure everybody knows who Brennan is. If you don't know who Brennan is, you should go check out his channel. So see, he wrote that he was PvPing with Arlen and his friends, and he's Skyping. So then you press R again, and his name pops up. That is how you write back. Also, there's one other way to do it. If there's random people in the comments that are talking, and you want to whisper to them, and they've actually physically talked without whispering to somebody, you can right-click their name. So I'm just going to right-click Alex's name, and it also comes up as a whisper. So I hope that helped. If not, you can send me a message on my YouTube, and I can try and explain it to you better. The next question is by Ali Cato. I hope I said your name right. She asks, how's work going, and what is your favorite color? Well, favorite color is purple. You guessed right. I love purple. Purple's an awesome color. I also like blue and pink and red, and I pretty much like every color. I really do. And how's work going? Well, I worked last Friday, and the quarter before this one, I didn't go in as much because I was super busy with all this college work I had to do. And so I went in last Friday, and my boss kind of got mad at me because I haven't been coming in as much. And I told her and said, I have a whole bunch of work I need to do, and I really take school, in consideration first before this, even though this work is linked to my school, but at the same time, anyway. So it's going good now. I have to go in every Friday for about 4 hours or 5 hours, depending on how long she wants me there. And I told her, she told me I needed to make up my hours that I missed last quarter. And so I suggested maybe I can do a little outside the museum work, because again, I can't come in on Saturdays because I have like 3 group projects I have to do this quarter. So it's hard for me to get in and go to work. And I don't have a car, so it takes me a ton of time to walk all the way over there. Thankfully my friends are helping me out and driving me over there, but it's really hard to get over there. And so right now what she's having me do is write up labels for things in the museum that need to be either rewritten or they're too wordy or something. So right now I'm doing a label for a linotype, which is basically a newspaper printing machine that they used back in like the 1800s or something. So I have to rewrite a label for that, but otherwise it's going really well. I have 2 more credits left of this, so basically a month and a half right now, and I will be done with that. And then hopefully when I get out of college, I will either get a job at Barnes & Nobles or Petco or something. And then I'm planning also on getting a car because I need a car to get places. But yeah, it's going really well. It's going really well. Really well. Alright, so the next question is from Matt/11, and he asks, which are you planning to get to level 50 in Pirate 101 first? My Witch Doctor or my Swashbuckler? As you can see, my Witch Doctor is level 39. My Swashbuckler is level 4. So I'm assuming that my Witch Doctor is probably going to be the first one to level 50. However, I haven't been playing Pirate 101 lately, so it may be a while till she's level 50, because it takes a long time to level up in this game. But yeah, I think my Witch Doctor is going to be level 50 before anything else. So, yeah. Okay, so the next question is by Austin Legends, and he actually has two questions. So the first question is, do I prefer Wizard 101 or Pirate 101? You guys don't know how much I get this question asked to me. Like, people constantly ask me this question. And I always have the same answer. I like them both. I don't prefer one over the other. Yes, I started playing Wizard 101 first, and then Pirate 101, but I've grown on both of them. So, a lot of people don't like Pirate 101. A lot of people are like, oh, it's terrible. It's not the same, and it's just like they're freaking out over it and everything. I actually like it. The reason being, it's harder than Wizard 101, and it makes you think. And usually I'm not one of those, gamers that it's like, oh god, I have to think for this. I can't think. Because it has the strategy involved. The one thing I wish they would change in Pirate 101, though, is the transportation. Because it takes a really, really, really long time to get anywhere in that game. So if you have a really, really slow boat, you're going to take like 20 minutes just getting somewhere. Depends on where you're going. But if you're traveling through storm gates, I don't know if any of you guys have got that far yet, who have played it before. But it takes a long time. If you don't have a big ship or a fast ship, it takes a long time. A long time. And in Wizard 101, you can just teleport wherever you want. I do feel like, though, that if they would add Pirate 101 teleporting things, it wouldn't really make much sense, because it's not magical wizardy. It's just pirates, so pirates being able to teleport is kind of weird. But they do teleport in the game. It's just, I don't know. I feel like they need to make, like, some kind of, like, world spiral gate, kind of like in Wizard 101, so you can just, like, teleport to Mushu or Skull Island or something like that. Otherwise, it's fine. I don't mind. It just takes a long time to get anywhere, which is the main problem I feel like in that game. Also, boat battling is really annoying. If you don't have a high enough boat level or nautical level, you're gonna get squashed by other boats that you're fighting. So, it all just depends on your preference. Wizard 101 I feel like is more simpler. You're kind of stagnant in one area and you just cast spells at monsters and stuff, which I feel like, is a lot easier than boat battling and strategic moving and all that stuff in Pirate 101. But I like both of them, I like both of them for different reasons, and I dislike both of them for different reasons. Wizard 101 I just feel like is kind of getting boring now. It's not that I don't like it anymore, I still like it, but I just feel like they would, Azteca is just like, for some reason I don't like it that much, and I just don't feel the need to keep posting about it, which is probably a bad thing, but, I don't know, and then I just haven't had the time to do it, so it's hard. But I don't prefer Wizard 101 over Pirate 101 or the other way around. I like both of them equally, and I dislike both of them equally, so, it's all good. Both of them could use some changes, but, overall, I like both of them. I don't prefer one over the other. And then he asks, my favorite Halloween movie. So there's this movie that my mom decided to show me when I was 13 or 14, I think, and I haven't seen it before. And she says, okay, Courtney, let's sit down and watch this movie. And she didn't tell me what it was about, or she didn't tell me, what's gonna happen. and what its name was, and it scared the crap out of me. Excuse my language, but it scared the crap out of me. It's called Poltergeist, and if you have not seen Poltergeist, don't see it. Actually, you know what? See it, show it to your friends, and then don't tell them what it is. It's scary. I think it was made, I don't even know when it was made. It was made way back when. It was not like one of the new movies, CGI movies or whatever nowadays. It's like, it's a really old movie. And my mom showed it to me, and I freaked out. And I told her, I'm like, I'm never gonna watch this movie again. And then she decided, since my sister's birthday is near Halloween time, she's like, oh, Megan, we need to show your friends this movie. And so then she got this, there's a clown doll in the movie. Not Chucky, but there's a clown doll in the movie. And she thought it would be funny if she went and she got a clown piñata, and she put the piñata next to the girls that were watching it. And she did it as soon as the clown doll appeared in the movie. And one of them looked over and just like jumped because she thought it was really the clown doll. Anyway, it's a scary, creeping movie. But I don't think it's my favorite because it scared the crap out of me. So I think my favorite is A Nightmare Before Christmas. And that's not really a Halloween movie, but I really like that movie. And if you haven't seen it, you should probably go see it. Yeah. I really do like that movie. I like the Nightmare Before Christmas. And Poltergeist is just creepy. So if you guys want to watch a creepy Halloween movie, also another good one is Boogeyman. That one's pretty scary. Watch it with my friends. It was creepy. Anyway, but those aren't my favorite. I like Nightmare Before Christmas. That is my favorite movie. Halloween movie. So the next question is from Remy898, and they ask, is Pirate 101 just for members or for everyone? I don't know if you noticed, but there's this guy running over here into, like, nowhere. Oh, they're coming back. I don't know what's going on over there. Anyway, Pirate 101 is just like Wizard 101 in a sense. Once you get to a certain part in Pirate 101, you have to start paying. But the good news is that if you have a Wizard 101 subscription already, and you want to include Pirate 101 in that, then it takes off $1 for the month one. So right now I have a year-long Wizard subscription along with a monthly Pirate 101 subscription. So instead of Pirate 101 being $7 every month, it's only $5.99 every month. Or is it $6.99 a month? I don't remember. It's something like that, but it's cheaper than if you just decided to do Pirate 1 by itself or Pirate 101. This is really laggy for some reason. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why this is so laggy right now. But yeah, so it's for, you know, you can play it and not be a member, but until you get to a certain point, you have to start paying. So again, it's just like Wizard 101 pretty much. And I'm on my Swashbuckler now. So, and I'm also on crappy Ethernet, so that's why I think it lags a ton. But yes, this game is for everyone, but until you get to a certain point, you have to pay. And I'm gonna go before this stops lagging, because it's annoying me. I hope that answered your question, though. Alright, so Ray Tracker asked this question. He said, what state do you live in, and what college am I going to currently? I live in Washington State. I think most of you know that. A lot of you guys get it mixed up with Washington, D.C., which I can see how you would get messed up with that. They're both Washington, and when I say Washington, I mean this, Washington State, not Washington, D.C., because if I was referring to Washington, D.C., I would probably just say D.C., not Washington. But anyway, I live in Washington State, and I'm going to Central Washington University right now. It's a very lovely school. If any of you guys are headed off to college soon, and you either want to get away from your parents, or if some of you guys are from Washington and you watch me, and you're trying to find some college to go to that's close by, or in the same state or whatever, come to Central Washington, because it's beautiful out here, very beautiful out here. It's a gorgeous school. The teachers here are amazing. They always want to help you. It is kind of in the middle of nowhere in Washington, but there's still, you know, stores, and there's a Fred Meyer and a Safeway, and some little cute shops and museums and the school and some restaurants. So it's really nice here. It's almost always sunny all the time. It's sunny right now. And it's windy a lot. It's been windy here a bit lately. But anyway, I go to Central Washington University. My sister goes to UW, University of Washington, but I chose not to go there because it's too city for me. I'm kind of more a country girl than a city girl. And then my parents are also looking at houses out here, so I might have a vacation house out here. I don't know, that I could possibly live in for a little bit. Can you guys hear that? The wind is just like completely blown through it's really windy today. But anyway, I live in Washington State, and I go to Central Washington University. Ta-da!